Welcome back, nerds, to the Damn It Rad podcast. I'm here, Rad with Crash.
Yo.
And we have given a lot of airtime to serial killers on this podcast, but we have not given the due diligence to cults and cult leaders.
You gotta respect the people trying to save their wallets.
I think there has been a hole in society ever since Christian God was murdered. And I'm here to fill that hole.
Three points. It wasn't God, it was his son. Second, technically, I think a lot of people would be mad if you call it murder.
How else do you call beating a man than nailing him to a cross?
I don't want to get into that conversation at the moment. That
sounds a lot like murder to me.
That sounds like an entirely different pod that I don't have enough research on.
Sounds like murder.
And third, why is that so sexual?
Oh, nothing sexual.
You want to fill that hole, the yearning deep inside?
Of society, man. Society has all these holes to fill, and I'm just here to fill them.
Yeah.
They're going to be gushing out with my knowledge and love.
Just full of satisfaction and warm
feelings.
feelings.
I'm going to leave society satisfied. I always do. Just like my father and father's father said, I come first.
That better not be a scripture. I swear.
Leviticus. So, I have thought about starting a cult. Mainly for tax purposes.
It's a good way to, make friends and influence people.
I don't care about friends. I care about wallet size and power.
Benjamin Franklin is my best friend.
Benjamin Franklin is your best friend.
Yeah.
Lying is a great way to start, too.
Lying might be the easiest way.
But see, the trick about lying to get your followers is that, you gotta sprinkle a little bit of truth in that bitch.
You don't.
You do, though. It has to be believable.
It's not, you don't have to believe it. You gotta sell it.
You gotta sell it? Alright, sell me.
You gotta sell it, alright? Alright, because I've been thinking about this for a while, okay?
Alright.
Alright, now say, first of all, you don't call it a cult. That's
No.
bad marketing. It's bad marketing. It's a social society, okay? We get a group of like-minded individuals that,
I get behind that.
You pick this one specific topic, and you keep it specific enough to... Look, the easiest way to start it, I figured it out. The easiest way to start it, Nigerian Prince email scams.
Y'all are all fucked whenever I get my millions.
You want that level of sophistication.
Of what?
Sophistication.
We're just making up words. Spell it.
No.
IT. That's how you spell it, motherfucker.
No. Alright, because you don't want to be sophisticated. Because then, you're working too hard to get all these smart motherfuckers to buy into the plan. You want it smart enough to where people can understand the gist, but dumb enough, either they're going to turn their brain off or there's not enough brain to turn on to walk away.
Well, see, the trick is getting people into the door. Because you need to first have smart people with you.
No.
You do. As your inner circle, they need to be smart but gullible.
You know how hard that is? You need 6 Austins running around.
Exactly, and we only have one.
I've been alive for almost 30 years. I've only met one Austin.
Austins are hard to come by.
I gotta find 5 more to run this cult? Would you trust Austin with the cult?
Absolutely not.
Would you trust Austin with the paperwork for a cult?
That's why you need other people other than Austin to socially isolate and ruin their confidence. These people have no self-worth whatsoever.
That's also difficult because
So
we've been bullying Austin for 4 years.
You have to find that lawyer that just lost his wife, and now he's not really sure how he's going to pay for her lifestyle with her new man and the pool boy and his lifestyle, and he's just down on his luck. And then you say, "Hey, bud, I'm Radley, and I can help you with all of your problems."
Where are we gonna find this personification of a '70s country song?
The internet?
Yeah, but everyone on the internet's trying to start a cult too.
But see, they're not.
Are they?
They're trying get rich quick schemes. This is a slow burn scheme. Because in order to have the dedicated followers that you need for the cult cast, you have to do the slow burn. You can't do the wham bam thank you ma'am. You're on a date. You're not with a prostitute.
You want to build that foundation.
You got to have that core 4 relationship.
Mm-hmm. You got to have that sunk cost fallacy set in. It's like, oh,
And like it can be like me and you that knows like what we're actually doing here. But then we need like 4 or 5 people underneath us that like believe in what we're doing, whether it be, because cults don't have to just be religion. Like we can start like Yogaville.
No,
Yoga was a cult.
Here's the one that I was thinking of. One True Dog Society. That's it. All right. Here's our sales pitch. How we start. If you go back far enough, eventually, there was freaking wild wolves, right? And prehistoric people before writing shit. When we tamed them, it's still a wild fucking wolf, but it's just hanging around outside, right? You feed it. Mm-hmm. And then they breed, and it's just, they're still wild fucking wolves, except, it's wolf puppies that walking around people.
Goddamn wolf.
Exactly. But eventually, we started picking which ones were mating, right? And we start breeding, and eventually they become dogs. But at some point, there's one point where it stops being a wolf and it starts being a dog. And there's a certain breed of dog. And I'm going to say right now, it's the Catahoula leopard dog.
See, I was thinking same, but opposite. Because if you look back in ancient Greece, what animal did they worship more than any other ones?
Teenage boys?
No. Not ancient Greece, Egypt, my fault.
Oh, alright.
Ancient Egypt.
Oh, I hate cats.
They are God's perfect killing machine, but they are 8 pounds. How frustrated would you be if you were a cat? We have a cat right there. From the giant, majestic tiger. And everybody watched Tiger King. To the lowly house cat. We can find it in the annals of history.
Yeah, but everybody worships cats.
Exactly.
I don't...
The one true cat.
See, I can't buy into that because I don't like cats. You know what kind of cold-hearted individual you have to be to hate dogs?
I'm not saying you hate dogs.
The type of person to start a cult. Which means everyone will join the dog cult. It's an easier sell, okay?
I think cat cult's easier sell because you know what kind of people like cats?
Stupid people.
Lonely people. You don't have the crazy dog lady, you have the crazy cat lady. And who comes to visit her house? Fucking no one. And she's already done half the work for you in isolating herself.
Yeah.
Can you imagine a bunch of crazy cat Karens believing in one thing?
It's so enthusiastic.
It is, but you know I'm right. Am I selling this?
I mean, yeah, alright. So the market is there. I don't want it to be, but shit, okay? Sales are on the floor. What are we selling? So we're... Cats. Fucking cats. Alright, fine. Alright, so there's one true cat. Every other cat is a false prophet. And the non-believers believe they're all the same. But there's that one cat that was wild.
Mr. Bigglesworth.
Mr. Biggles. And we're here to spread the truth of Mr. Biggles' existence because he's been forgotten.
He has.
Exactly. You've never heard of him until just now.
I've been knowing about Mr. Biggles. Mr. Biggles visited me in a dream, actually. You know what he said?
To find the tablets from ancient Egypt.
He put his little paws on my chest and looked down upon me from on high and said, I want chicken. I want liver. Meow mix, please deliver. That's right, we're selling cat food.
perfectly formulated for your feline friend.
Meow-wana.
It's fucking dumb. Alright. So we've done step 1. And step 2. Step 1, we've got the sales pitch. Step 2, we've got the target audience. Step 3, reel them in. Drugs and music.
Absolutely. Manson. You take the Manson approach.
Exactly, as we all know.
And so the new Beatles will have another Cats musical.
Because as everyone knows, the devil's lettuce and rock and roll music. Straight to Satan.
El Diablo. Or as we call them, the canines. You can either be a cat or a canine. Cats are individualistic thinking. They are the perfect hunters, and they get what they want. Canines beg for everything that they get. They're stupid, and they just want to live their life off of looks. We are hard-working individuals in the cat cult.
We're going wolf and sheep on them, us versus them.
Yep, you have to us versus them to...
From the jump.
Oh, you have to.
Those goddamn dog people.
Mm-hmm.
They just never think for themselves.
You don't want to be a canine, you want to be a feline.
They follow orders, they separate themselves into alpha and beta.
Be a feline, you'll be fine.
It's feline or behind.
You don't want to be no canine.
That's it. Alright, so we got the group. How do we get them in a group?
First, I think we need to, like they have that Netflix documentary, Don't Fuck with Cats.
Okay.
And it's about somebody killing a cat, and the whole internet comes together to find out who did it and pinpoint his location and shit like that, basically.
Oh, that...
Yeah, it's horrible.
That's
but
terrible execution.
But it was a bunch of house people who liked cats. So all you actually have to do is just put it out on the internet and door to door it.
Yeah, we're spreading cat news.
Yeah.
Sign up to this.
Like you start off with just like a joke or a Facebook page or something like that, or a Twitter account.
Yeah, we're just posting cat memes.
And you slowly but surely evolve and go up.
Exactly.
And go up. Next thing you know, you have a documentary style Ancient Aliens on Netflix or some bullshit like that.
I mean, you can put anything on Amazon Video.
You buy a building. Or you get somebody to donate you a building or a room even to start worship the cat.
Yeah, you can just rent out a freaking office complex or whatever.
Yeah.
Then I'm thinking we have to get into domestic violence shelters.
Oh, absolutely.
They're weak-willed.
As horrible as that sounds.
You notice this woman, she's out of a bad situation, trying to get her feet under her. Boom, call. That's us.
Hey, I see you're upset. Would you like a kitty?
Oh, he sounds terrible. I can't believe he did all that to you. So, yeah.
Cat?
About these cats.
Or you gotta go to the rehab clinics.
No.
They just say higher power.
Look, I feel like you gotta get them on the way into rehab. Because by the time they come out, they've sobered up a bit. They got some fresh mind.
You get them on the low of the detox.
You trying to catch them on the rock bottom?
Yes.
You know how hard it is to time a rock bottom?
That's why you get some nurses in. That's where your your core 4 come in.
Oh, the regular cat ladies.
Yeah.
You have to be worse. You can just get them in the cleaning crew. Anybody can get them in the cleaning crew.
Yeah, but you have to get somebody in there to get them on the rock bottom.
Find their targets. All right. Now, are we going to put them back on drugs?
Oh, eventually. First, we're going to try to help them. Because you have to help in order to get what you want. Look, you've been feeling bad for so long. We're here to show you a better way. We are here to help you get through this hard time in life. Before all that, you were a dog person.
These goddamn dogs.
We are going to make you into a majestic feline, a cat.
An apex predator.
Somebody who gets what you want when you want it.
You take it, leave nothing behind. You hunt, and you hunt, and you wipe out all the native species in Australia.
You don't ask for permission. You don't ask for forgiveness. You're just doing naturally what you're born to do.
There's an urge inside of you. You follow it. It leads you to success.
It is the only way to get from where you are now to where you're going to become. I want to make you what you were born to be.
It will not be comfortable. This is a trial. But when you come through out the other side, you will be the best creature you could possibly be.
All you have to do is believe in me and do everything I tell you.
You follow these steps to the letter, and you will not fail.
No questions asked.
Don't think, do.
I mean, it's really... How many people would fall for a sales pitch like that? Especially if you have other convincing people with you.
The hard part is getting the first chunk.
Mm-hmm. You got to get the first group in.
Because not even the first group, you get that first person.
Mm-hmm.
Now you're like, hey, he's following us, so I mean, what have you got to lose? Look at this fucking schmo.
Yeah. We got this dude.
Yeah.
And then once they're in, you need your own building to house these people. Or at least like a land or something like that. Because you have to isolate them from everyone. Go back to that us versus them mentality. I think that is one of the most important things of starting a cult.
We need to buy a hunting lease.
That's a lease. We need to buy land. Or get it donated from one of our followers.
Not too much, just, 20, 50 acres.
And then once you start isolating them, I think you have to control everything. You have to change their diet. Low protein.
Starve them out.
Or low protein or low vegetables, just high protein. Don't let them sleep. Cats are nocturnal.
I mean, let's ignore the fact that they sleep on average like 16 hours a day.
We're ignoring that. They're nocturnal.
Alright, fine.
And then exercise. I'm talking like spins, disorientation, CrossFit, cult.
Alright, so we starve them out, sleep deprivation, forced physical exertion,
Chants and songs.
no mental space to yourself. Just
No.
constant doing, hearing, thinking about
Mr. Bigglesworth.
meals and how you miss them.
Mr. Bigglesworth and us.
Yeah.
You can leave anytime you want, but you owe us money. You signed the contract.
Yeah. I mean, what do you mean you expect us to give you food? Cats hunt for their own.
This
There's
is-
rabbits out there.
This is a conversion camp. We're going to make you the best version of you.
Ooh, conversion camp.
We got to come up with a better name.
Yeah,
I think.
we can't say that. The
Cat camp.
mm,
Welcome to camp, pussyfooting.
feline foundationals.
The feline farm.
That's it. We are a cat rehabilitation shelter. And it's, there's all these feral cats and I used to have people around, so obviously they have to be out of society. So we just have all this land for the cats to roam, and obviously all these cats need caretakers, or else the population will go out of control and they'll run out of things to hunt.
True believers? Cool cats. They get a building and a map.
They get the good porta john.
Do they get... No, they don't get porta johns. They get litter boxes. They're cats.
Oh no, we're not going that far.
I'm having a toilet. You're having a toilet. I don't care what they have.
They have to have... Look, because then you'll have these idiots that just shit everywhere. And that's not the cat way.
Cats are clean.
Exactly.
A clean cat, a tidy cat, is a happy cat.
We better be getting some money out of this. That's two major corporations. And if they got, 15, 20 acres in the middle of nowhere that they just want to get rid of, for whatever reason,
The damn it rad cat cult.
a tax write-off, it's... Alright. So we have the people. We have them starved, sleep deprived. They don't know what day it is. They don't know how long they've been there. They don't know when's the last time they had a full meal. And they're just constantly chanting about this cat.
Mm-hmm.
What's the end game for us?
They're giving us their money.
Yeah, but how do you get more money chanting about cats?
Once they complete their cat camp or their feline farm experience, their job is to go out and recruit new people.
No, we can't do that.
Why?
We spend all this energy isolating them, and we're going to send them back into society?
We've isolated them enough.
No, what if they're not full of soul? What if they're just buying time so they can get away? We teach them carpentry. You're making furniture. And we're selling this handcrafted dining room.
This is sounding more and more like Angola.
Because it is.
Fair.
Do you not understand
Fair.
the prison industrial complex?
I do, but I was throwing that tidbit of information out there.
Look, we have all this free labor just taking up space.
It's not free. They get paid like $1 an hour or something.
No. They get paid on work release, but not making the freaking furniture.
Oh, they get paid whenever somebody buys furniture. I was talking about like their jobs in the fields and shit like that.
That's just hard labor.
I thought they got paid for that.
No, it's like if you get on work release and they see on the buses and you get like the $7 an hour or whatever.
It's not that much.
It is actually.
Oh.
Yeah, so they get their $7 an hour, but also, everything in prison you have to pay for. They're supposed to provide you 3 hots and a cot. So if you want a toothbrush or soap or socks,
Cigarettes.
oh,
Oh no, there's no cigarettes anymore. I don't think.
Sure there are.
I think there's no more tobacco in prisons.
People still have prison pockets.
Fair enough. I know ramen has replaced cigarettes as currency.
Because you can use it for everything. I mean, you saw that video of that dude that patched that rusted out hole in his car with ramen?
I like watching the Gordon Ramsay videos whenever people are trying to impress him, like making top fucking ramen.
People are really trying to impress Gordon Ramsay with ramen?
Dude, they'll put like sliced fucking American cheese like in the bottom of the pan.
Alright, hold on now, don't.
No,
Look,
but
that melted cheese in the ramen?
You're not sending it to Gordon fucking Ramsay.
Oh god, no, I'm drunk and high and it's fucking 4 a.m.
And you got chopsticks, you're like, whoa!
I'm a chef.
You cut up hot dogs.
Not even chopsticks, I'm in there with a fork. Just shoveling it straight out of the pot.
Crying.
If anybody turns on the light.
Watching fucking South Park or some shit.
It's like, you ever just get like fucking trashed and you just know you're just having like Bigfoot actions.
Oh, I love getting wrecked and watching the ghost shows and the Bigfoot shows and ancient. I text you most of the time when I'm watching them too. I'm relearning all of my history through Ancient Aliens.
Oh
I will not
God.
accept any other history other than just Ancient Aliens.
Look, aliens can't do everything.
How do you know? Because they did everything.
Not everything.
How do you explain all the pyramids all over the world, all different but the same?
I don't know.
They had a pyramid in Antarctica too. They went down there. I saw this on a documentary. They went down in the
Was
pyramid.
it on Ancient Aliens?
No.
You sure?
Yeah.
Alright.
But they went down in this hole in Antarctica, and it was some cat named Ripley. And
What's a cat doing in Antarctica?
not like cat, like some dude, some person named Ripley.
Wait, from
And they went down there,
From aliens?
and then there were like these dreadlock things, and then these long-faced alien drawings, and then they had a war basically.
I don't think Ripley was in Predator.
No, it was a documentary.
That's
They had a Whalen Corporation. That's a company that funded it.
This is the plot for Aliens versus Predator. Pretty sure it's
That's a documentary.
no.
I'm pretty sure it's a documentary. There were 0 boobs in that.
Dude. I'm gonna have to challenge that. And second, do you just think everything on TV is a documentary?
A documentary is a non-porno film.
But there's porn documentaries.
Nope, that's just porno.
But they're talking.
Have you seen the documentary about the dude in Gotham that wears a bat suit and beats up the mentally ill?
These are not documentaries. These are movies. Gotham is not a real place.
It's a documentary. Like, they really need to do something about that guy. He keeps breaking people's femurs and then hanging them up by their underwear on gargoyles.
He's a goddamn menace.
Somebody needs to stop him.
Alright.
Back on track.
So we have our prison labor that is drugged, sleep deprived, starving, and worshiping a cat.
Mr. Bigglesworth.
Mr. B.
I got the long hair. I got the pocket full of stones. And
Alright. So we've got all this furniture that we're just raking in the dozens of hundreds of dollars.
Dozens of dollars.
Dozens of hundreds, like almost 20 grand.
And we're rewriting the science too. We're telling them we've done studies that show building furniture and acting like a cat will make you live to 150 in cat years.
No.
In cat years.
No. They're building the furniture to support the movement. You have to get them to buy in.
Like the Fight Club movement?
We don't talk about that.
Then how do people know about it?
We don't talk about it.
I had like 4 people tell me on the way here today.
They're doing it wrong. They're the posers, okay?
It's the only way that Fight Club works.
They're the
people
dogs.
to talk about Fight Club.
They're the dogs of the Fight Club.
They're the canines?
They're the canines.
You don't want to be a canine.
You don't want to be, no, you don't talk about it, okay? If you know, you know.
If you don't know, now you know.
Alright, so how do we spread this? Are we going to franchise out?
Well, we'd have to. We start a company, Catcorp. Or something along those lines. A furniture selling company like IKEA or something like that. Like, you could totally cult that out.
Oh, like the little Amish space heater things?
Yeah.
How do those work? Aren't they electric? Don't you plug them in?
I don't know.
It's like, don't the Amish not believe in
But like-
electricity?
Like
That's confusing.
Lululemon or Lululemon or whatever. That
Lululemon?
Yeah.
The yoga pants and balls thing?
That's been accused of being a cult. They do some shady shit as well.
Are we going to do sex things? I don't know how I feel about sex things.
I don't like the non-consensual sex vibe. Like, I want to be like a chill cult leader. Like,
Yeah.
I don't want to be like the, oh, you gotta fuck me. Like,
No, I want to be like Heaven's Gate. It's like, no, there's really...
I think he did sex things too.
No, he did no sex. For nobody.
Except for him.
No.
Oh, I thought he had sex. Nobody else did.
No sex for nobody.
Because Always Sunny did a parody on the Heaven's
Wait,
Gate.
Heaven's Gate, that was the one with the computers, but they had the website, right?
That was the one. I know they had 39 people like put bags over their head to go.
Yeah, that's it.
themselves.
Yeah, no sex. Because
Really?
he started it, it was like, he was a college professor, like English professor. He was good at his job, he loved it, and he had a couple affairs with male students. And he couldn't figure it out. Because he can't be gay.
No,
No way.
No.
Impossible.
can't do that.
So he started a cult. And there's
The only logical solution.
Exactly. It's like, I keep having sex with these handsome young men.
And I hate it.
And they just won't stop being so damn handsome and having sex with me.
You want to know how I know they're gay? All of their dicks taste like shit.
Yeah, I'm straight.
And I'm going to damn them straight.
Yeah, and they keep having sex with me. What kind of gay shit is that? So obviously, if you hate gay sex, you start a cult and there's no sex for nobody. And that is why Heaven's Gate is my favorite cult. Because it was no sex stuff at all, and you had to be 18 to join. Which is why, in those 39 people, none of them were children.
I feel weird about the children in cults.
It's...
Like, I understand, like, how it happens, but also, like, on a serious note, just sidebar, we are not condoning cults. We're just discussing how we would make one. We're not going to make one. It is a fucking horrible thing.
It's a lot of work, is what it is.
And we're lazy.
Yes.
I'll be honest. I'm dead lazy. I ain't gonna do
I've
this
been saying I was gonna help record this from like 4 podcasts ago.
shit. Yeah. But culture bad. Just straight up disclaimer. Culture bad.
Yeah.
Okay, put a disclaimer on this one.
Yeah. If you're ever in a group and they tell you think like us or you're wrong,
Don't.
just leave.
Don't.
You can always leave. You may think you're
Deuce.
trapped in there. You've been here for fucking 10 years and you don't like the place anymore. Just walk
Deuce
away.
out.
Yeah.
Bye.
Fuck them.
Unless you move to Guyana and you're on a farm,
Or-
and Mr. Jim Jones is there.
Or you and your 6 sisters are trapped in Utah. Fucking Mormons. That's the cult. I don't care what they... Look, if there's any religion I give you full free spree to hate on, it's Mormons. There's not a good one on the planet.
Or if you have Raj Nashish, I think that's what's his name, marrying a 14-year-old he saw outside and not telling his current wife because, Yogaville.
That's some Mormon shit.
That's some yoga shit. And just like, what was that cult that went to Oregon?
The Hare Krishnas? The ones that took over that city?
Yeah. That was a good cult.
They were wearing they were like orange and red all over the place.
But then they're like, oh, we need to control the vote. So they had like all the homeless people come.
Yeah, they were busting them in.
And then they're like, oh, these homeless people suck. Let's drug them and send them away.
Yeah.
That's what they called them.
Yeah, that's, so we give our cultists homes so they're not homeless, because obviously homelessness is the problem.
We do need a uniform though.
Yeah.
Well, like that takes away
That individuality.
the individuality. Like,
It forces that unity.
yep.
But I mean, how many hang in there baby t-shirts can you get printed at one time?
Well, we just have the posters. The T-shirts are going to be. I think we should just do like. I don't want to do the gray sweatpants look, but I kind of want to do the gray sweatpants look.
I thought we were trying to stop the gay sex. You got all these thirst traps walking around just free
That's
swinging
how we
there.
find out who has self-control.
It's a physical reaction, okay?
Self-control.
Look, I'm not attracted to all these sexy men. They're just
No sex. Gray sweatpants.
exactly.
But like your cult, the Heaven's Gate,
Yep.
they had them white Nike shoes.
Yeah.
I don't know why they had the white Nike shoes. Like, why was? I mean, it seems like a small detail, but you know how important little shit like that is to like the narcissistic, charismatic leader.
Yeah.
Like, it's just another element of control.
That is exactly what it is. You're forcing control, and it's another way to turn their brain off. Because like, oh, I don't have to think about what I'm gonna wear tomorrow. I'm gonna wear, the white shoes, the gray sweatpants, and shirtless, just like Uncle Crash likes.
Blue shirt.
Shirtless.
Sure. I was thinking like the old school. They call them wife beaters.
Oh yeah, they call them A shirts now.
Oh, they call them A shirts.
Yeah,
tank tops.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, white beaters is kind of well, just say it out loud and you kind of put that together.
Yeah. Wife beater. Okay. And can they have like thin gold? They're not almost gold chains. Gold chains are distraction. I was just thinking it'd look good in there, like a Christmas photo when we wear turtlenecks.
Why is our cult turning into an episode of Trailer Park Boys?
ADHD.
What happened here? White Nike sweatpants, tank top, gold chains.
Turtleneck and chain. Turtleneck and chain. Sipping on a light beer.
Yes. Alright.
Alright, so we're making furniture is how we're going to make our money.
Yeah, the furniture is financing the growth. And then, we're going to have the commune. And we need... Well, we can just steal power from the grid, alright? I mean, it's not hard.
We'll get a lineman.
I can do that. It's
Or
not
a
hard.
bucket truck.
Just,
I don't
claim it on there.
I don't want to do that. That's a lot of work.
I'll do it. They have to see us doing our part.
I did my part.
Yeah, but
I'm the thinker.
look, no. Every now and then, it's like how your boss, like the company president, will sometimes come up on a job site and walk around and act like he's doing stuff.
Oh no, I'm just gonna give a pizza party.
Everyone hates it, but he feels like he's doing something.
I
He feels good about it. Sometimes you want that pick-me-up, you know?
When morale gets low, I'm just giving a pizza party.
No, it's not about morale. It's purely for you, okay? I'm still like them. I'm one of the regular people.
I'm a guy.
Boss, your chin locks are backwards.
I'm
a
guy.
regular people.
I'm a guy. I'm a guy.
Yes, I'm just like you. You spent more on your belt than my rent. My rent this month.
We have the same uniform, and I can't wear a belt in these gray sweatpants.
Yeah.
Let me change back to my suit. I have a meeting.
Yes. Excuse me, I have to pick up this phone. You have a phone?
Lawyers are also very important for the cult.
Yeah.
Like, I feel so bad for that lawyer in Rajmashish, or the one in Oregon.
Oh yeah, the Hare Krishnas?
Yeah, that's what I thought it was Rajmashish for some reason.
Was that the name of the dude?
Maybe.
Or Rod?
I get him and Yogaville confused because they're very similar gurus who were both kicked out of India.
Yeah. Well, how hard is it to get kicked? Like, how far do we have to go to get kicked out of America? Because, like, the Mormons are still... I'm going to keep bringing... The Mormons are still here, and they are a threat to society.
A menace, one would say. Dude, that's a movie, Menace to Society, but with Mormons? Menace to Society 2.
See, I don't like...
Bunny pajamas.
I don't like that, because people in hoods, I don't believe they've ever stopped wagon caravans, killed all the people inside of them, stole all their stuff, and then blamed it on Native Americans. Like the Mormons. They're terrible people, and they don't get enough bad press.
I do like that documentary where the dude forged all the documents. Oh no, then there was a golden lizard or gecko or whatever, and he told me about another book of the Bible, and they're like, oh yeah, this is absolutely true.
Yes, all these ancient Egyptians
and
in America.
It was just like, he would dip the paper in like some sort of liquid and just blow dry it.
Yeah.
And they're like, oh no, these are legit.
Yeah, these are ancient. They're perfectly preserved from
This dude was so good.
Was he?
The government, like the FBI, the only way they could tell the difference between his letters and somebody else's letters is the letters were cracked whenever he wrote them because of the ink nowadays. And the fast aging process he used, like whenever you put it under a microscope, you could see cracks in the letters.
Yeah.
But they were going to put one of the quotes that he found on the Statue of Liberty. They don't know how many documents is true and how many is not.
None of them are true.
Like, no, just because he would, like, sell them to other people and not tell anyone. And they would be like, look what I found, and give them to the government or whatever, or museums. So we're not 100% sure on anything. Like, Thomas Jefferson could have very well been gay. We don't know. Or he could be the Nick Cannon of his time.
Once again, that just proves me to ban gray sweatpants and Mormons. They're both existential threats to society, and they're too damn sexy.
Crocs. They have to wear Crocs. That way they can't run away.
They could just run barefoot.
You're not going to run barefoot if you have a pair of Crocs. You're going to try to put them in four-wheel drive and run with them.
No, I'm going to try a two-wheel, and if they come off, they're just gone. I'm not that attached to my Crocs. I don't think
It's not about you, it's about them.
Yeah, but... Oh yeah, they're starving. They can't think straight.
Yeah.
I keep trying to think. Yeah.
They can't get rid of their giant yellow Crocs.
Yeah, we're trying to stop them from thinking. Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
I keep forgetting that. See, I'm thinking too much. And
See, that's why you're up there with me. We're the leaders.
Yeah.
You're thinking way too much.
All right. Just freaking...
These cults, man.
These cults.
But, like, they're terrible. Like, Manson, Jones, Applewhite, all those guys are terrible.
Waco, the Branch Davidians.
Yeah, Waco. Like, all the leaders are not good people.
They tend to be.
And we have, on occasion, talked about serial killers, and I just think these guys kind of need their due, their episode. Because they did something those serial killers couldn't do. They were awful but likable. you have to be somewhat likable in order to get this many people to follow you. To the death at some points.
Yeah, likable or a control freak, which, I mean, what's the difference?
But in order to get you in, you have to be, or have to have somebody that is likable. Because, like, there's a dude right now, I think, that has a cult that's claiming to be the reincarnation of Jesus Christ. I think he's in, like, Syria or something like that.
Oh, because there's a few in Canada that started, dudes had fused with Catholicism. And I want to say it's this dude in France had a religious experience, and he thought he was going to be the next pope, so he just said, "Hey, I'm going to be pope." Just, letting all you Catholics know, and they're like,
That's not how this works.
"Yeah,
That's not how any of this works.
I don't think you're the pope, bud."
Nope. No. You're not hearing me. I'm the Pope.
Yeah, and he just kept saying it, and the Catholics were like, "I don't appreciate you saying that."
And then there's going to always be the few like, is he the Pope?
He's been saying it for a while.
He might be.
I mean, if he wasn't the Pope, would he keep saying it?
I am really starting to think he's the Pope.
That is a Pope thing to say. Like, if I was the Pope, I would tell people I was the Pope.
Does he have the hat?
He says there's a new hat now.
Okay, is it like a ball cap backwards?
I think it's a forwards ball cap.
No,
Yeah.
he's not the Pope.
Yeah,
You definitely can't be the Pope.
I think I'd be a good Pope.
I don't think you would.
Sure would, just do what you want.
Yeah.
No sweatpants.
Extra sweatpants. Could we condone genocide? Because I'm pretty sure you would have another Inquisition.
Oh, a crusade?
Yeah.
Against the Mormons?
Yeah.
No, because you do crusades against people.
You're starting to grow a little mustache right here.
This is not a war. This is an extermination of a plague.
Good old Blittler.
They're a scourge upon society, and we need to cleanse them.
Good old Blittler. Blittler is short for Black Hitler.
Hitler? I barely knew her.
God, that was awful.
Well, I mean,
I get it. Mormons are awful.
they're terrible, and there's no justification. Come on, dude. You're forcing 12-year-olds to marry 50-year-old men. What part of that do you want to defend? And don't pull that, oh, they're just a bad example bullshit, because you do the bad example bullshit with every other community.
Are you talking about me?
No.
Oh, okay.
Just people in general.
Oh, okay.
Especially Mormons. Everything negative I say, just preface it with Mormons are.
I'm gonna let you just go on and rant for the last few minutes of this episode. You can say whatever you want to about Mormons.
I'm not saying. Screw it. I'm saying exactly what I'm saying.
I don't think there's any Mormons that really watch us anyway, so.
And if you are, convert. You'll immediately be a better person.
If you are, there is a certain deity that will take you to the next level. Stop being a dog. Come be a cat.
Feline forever. Friend.
Goddamn Mormons.
Fucking Mormons.
Alright guys, well I think we're going to wrap up. Sorry it wasn't that humorous. It was more of an informative episode and a hypothetical situation.
Do not follow these steps. We left a few out.
Yeah.
Accidentally on purpose.
Don't join a cult. If you need help with a cult, call somebody.
Yeah.
They still care about you, even if you have been a dick to them because of the cult.
Yeah, there's all kinds of cult hotlines.
But it is a ridiculous example of how cults are formed. Hope y'all have a good one. We'll see y'all next week. Have a happy Thanksgiving. We're out.
Take it easy.